Hello Gemini, kia ora koutou katoa, welcome to my YouTube channel. I wasn't going to say that anymore, I was going to say like something different, but you know, and change things up a bit. So it may be for you Gemini, for the rest of this month of January 2022, that you're looking to change things up a little bit. A little but you may be having a little few reservations about what it is that you're going to do, be given heaven the rest of your life. And so it's something like, you know, changing it up is good because it brings out something else that we maybe haven't considered before. So this is where they're going, Spirit are going, just, take a punt on yourself, because at the end of the day, we only live once. Well, in this lifetime, unless you've been revived many, many times before. But I'm saying that, they just say, give it a shot, So they're bringing in a little bit of some of the spontaneous sort of energy that maybe you have, put to the side a bit, or not being as... versatile as what you normally are. So, and I feel like I'm saying that Spirit is saying, yeah, that's understandable, because there are some things that have been going on and that are going on that you maybe, have, you're considering different options and things like that, and that's okay. But I feel like the energy is moving, and so there are maybe some things that you've wondered about and thought about in the last 2 years, 3 years. I'm hearing for some of you 5 years, even goes back a little bit further. But for some of you, it's like there's and put something aside, or have had an inkling about something that you've been wanting to do, but not actually being able to put it into place until now. So some of you saying, like, really right now? But yeah, really right now. So it's where they're going with it. So they're just wanting to to puff up your energy, they're saying, and go forth and do what it is that you need to do for you. And this is about you spending some time and energy, quality time and energy with yourself. And you may have already been doing that with January, because I'm actually recording this today, and it's the January the 10th, so Monday, January the 10th. And so there's something about, even for me being a Gemini, it's been, working on myself, as many of us are, not whatever sign we are, but for me it's working on myself and working with where my plans are going and things like that, and working with my family, all sorts of things. So I have taken a bit of time off from doing these videos because I felt like I needed to. And not that I'm trying to justify things, but I'm just feeling like you may be going through something similar where the energy hasn't just been quite right, and there are other things that you've needed to do, or to use your energy on, to use your energy or utilize your energy in different areas of your life. And so, and there's nothing wrong with that. And it's like, but I feel like for many of you, it's like, with whatever it is, whether you're doing this work or other work, or, your job, whatever it is, or business, it's like your energy your energy levels will probably start to, and not just so much your energy levels, but the way that you think about your energy, basically, levels, and think about things, which is helpful for the energy levels, with what is going on there with your energy levels, as in how you use it productively, effectively, and efficiently, for yourself, but also for your work, your business, your whatever, your community, whatever it is that you're doing as well, but obviously for yourself. And so you can be the best version of you for you, basically. So this is about you honoring yourself. So I'm going to use so this is for the rest of January, basically, but also you may understand this right now. So I'm going to use the and we'll just go back and forth. So sacred energy, earth, sacred, I keep calling it sacred energy, I'm looking at it. So sacred earth energy oracle deck, so I'm going to call it, because somehow, and it is about sacred energy. Our energy is sacred to us, and your energy is sacred to you. So just, remember that is what I'm hearing. Okay, so what I'm hearing here is I'm going to divide that into 4, and we're going to take the top one off this one. Discernment, We're doing things slightly differently, and that's cool, because I feel like this is what this reading is about, or the message that's coming is doing things slightly differently to before. And it's like, you know, not everything is textbook reading, and that what you read and what you learn, and not everything is going to be applicable to like right now in the energy that you're in. So you are learning something new, something different every day if you choose to look at it and try to think about it, think about what you're going to do, how you're going to utilize it for, you know, the greater good of yourself, of course, but for one and all. At the end of the day, it's like this is about what you want to do with it, to do, be, give, and have in your life, and the rest will fall into place. Okay, so some of you may have got your head into like, oh, you know, like really, you know, what is it called? You know, like tunnel visioned is where they're going with that. Okay, so anyway, the first card out is discernment. So there may be something going on here with the, you know, with discerning, you know, what is yours, what is not yours at the moment, and there is some funky energy going on around at the moment. So it may be like this is something about you more grounding, and part of that energy here, like what we talked about before, is like whatever it is so you can use your energy productively, basically, and practically is what I'm hearing as well. So that could be where that discernment is around for you, is like, you know, not just so much what is yours and what is, but that will be a part of it, because you may be taking on you know, energy, you know, with other people that are around you, energy of the world. You may have, you know, with what is going on in the world, and within your community, within your family, you know, or there's could be all sorts of things that are, you know, that are and so, and the energy has changed, so it's shifted again. But it's like, okay, just is that discernment with some of that. So also productivity, then we have time here, so you can be, you know, productive, you know, for the greater good of one and all at the end of the day. So okay, so they got me to repeat that again. So so what are you not speaking about? There could be something that you're not talking about, or being honest and truthful to yourself about, and, you know, or speaking, you know, not so much just speaking the truth to others, but to yourself. So and maybe there's something that you're wanting to say, but you haven't been able to say, or don't think you could say out loud. But there's something like, I feel like you probably have it's like, because it's interesting that the time that I'm holding this card is like the time will come, and I feel like there was something about the time is now. So you may be, you know, wanting to like write your book or channel something, you know, out and, you know, and speak to people about it, or just, it doesn't have to be in a wider audience. It could be just certain people in your life, and that, you know, to say what you need to say. But there is something about, you know, motion as well. So, you know, and everything, when we do that, things become, you know, we set things off in motion. So where they're talking about here, I feel like this is, you know, something about sharing information, but just sharing your energy as well. And I feel like this is, you know, for some of you, this will be about work or your business, or your potential business. Some of this will be to, you know, the wider community, and I'm hearing unity, but some of you, it'll just be really for yourself and maybe some family members or people that are close to you. As well. So there's, yeah, it's pretty cool, but things are being, I feel like they're talking about here, when I'm getting there, things are being set in motion. So anyway, we have, going back here, so we're doing a mind, body, spirit, souls flow here today, and the messages are coming through from your guides, obviously from the energy oracle deck, Sacred Earth Oracle energy deck. A bit of a mouthful there. But also there are a lot of light beings that are here with me, as usual, and they've stepped forward for with this read even more. So you may, as we're going through, feel the energy of, you know, their energy bringing things a lot lighter. I've just noticed the room's got a lot lighter, brighter in a way, and that it's not just from the light from behind me, but there's definitely some, you know, a beautiful higher vibrational energies that are coming through here to help you figure out what it is for you. So I'm going to do this read this way, and we're just going to take a look at what's coming up for you here. So that we have there is the Seven of Cups and the High Priestess. So then we have the Five of Wands, we have the Justice card, and we have the Fool here. And Here we go. Here we have the Nine of Cups, and in reverse we have the Six of Wands. Then we have the Moon, and we also have the Knight of Pentacles to wind up on. So here we go. Discernment. Underneath of discernment on the spiritual, and in your mind, what's maybe going on, it is about where am I going, with your future, basically. And this Cups is about dreams, and I'm hearing like fantasies as well. It depends on which way you look at it, but and sometimes it's like where I'm hearing, but it's like I'm hearing like this is like really looking forward into the future with this card here. It's come out with the High Priestess. So this is really about you looking at your listening to your intuition and discerning what is right for you, basically. And maybe that you're maybe not going a lot more into your head than usual at the moment. So it may be that you're needing to take more time to do short, quick, meditations. It could be even 60 seconds just to gather yourself in, your energy in, and center yourself in your heart space, just so you can regroup basically, or regather, so you can hear what it is that you need to hear, or sense what it is that you're needing to sense. But I feel like, when you listen to your intuition is telling you or guiding you where you need to go, or what, might need to go, what that could look like. And so they're just saying, start somewhere, take some, actions somewhere along the line and towards what it is that you're wanting to do. Because here we have the Nine of Cups. It's like when you do that, the Nine of Cups talks about, there's a chairs there. So there's something about, one of the word success, but it's not just about success, like there's fulfillment. There is along the journey. And so it's putting some energy into it. And just and when we have that, and rather than having a doom and gloom sort of, thinking around it or feeling around it, put some energy of, happiness, enlightenment, and, and that happiness, when you really realize, and when you get to that point, which is you're there now, is bringing it to you now. But whether talking about when you realize your success as per se, or you realize that actually things are moving along better than what I thought, or things are really moving it on. So it's like seeing yourself in that space where you have that abundance. You are abundant. There is, everything is coming together, because all these dreams here, or they're not, you can make them happen, but it's like shifting your energy. So discerning, what you're going to read or listen to, and how much it is of, what sways you to a negative sort of an energy, but getting in touch with your emotions and allowing yourself to achieve what it is that you're wanting to achieve, because this is about fulfillment. So I feel that this Nine of Cups is saying, yep, if you choose to, and you're listening more to your intuition, it's things can happen that way, because all his cups are full. And he's understanding now, and that's, what and seeing, and I'm hearing on an emotional level, and they're also building new relationships is coming through there. There is movement, and you do get to a point, and you could get to a point if you choose to go that way, where there is, a celebration in some way or form. And it's I feel like you're giving thanks to yourself in the sense that you've moved. But in order to do that, we've got to be, that's why this productivity card has come around. It's got to stop fighting with yourself, because here's the Six of Wands, Here's the Six of Wands, or the Five of Wands rather. You've got to stop fighting with yourself, basically. It's in reverse. So I'm going to take that as, is a key thing, that maybe that you're fighting with yourself or fighting with others about how that might look, or what, if this, I can't do this or I can't do that. So there are other ways to do things. So I feel like they're talking about doing things that are productive with your energy, and that energy there with this defensive, or this energy where you're wanting to fight things off or battle things off, is turning that around. And because I feel like there could be some of you may be using, I'm hearing about, the first word I heard was losing energy to something that is maybe taking up a lot of your energy that you don't need to necessarily take, that doesn't necessarily need to take up. So the Six of Wands was in reverse as well. So there's something about accolades, it's with that. It's so you're not going to get any accolades from yourself or from if you're using up all your energy on something that is not productive. So this is where this discernment is coming in, and like in the grounding, the meditation is knowing when you need to go forward and when you need to pull your energy back in order to rest your body, but also your mind and your spirit, and your soul. Your soul is calling you to, like, usually, I say, well, usually, but to letting us know there's something that's not quite right. So we need to, like, sit back and take notice of something. And it could be you may be like listening to old wives' tales, or you may be listening to somebody who's really very negative more often than not. And I feel like this comes a point there that because I'm hearing with the Six of Wands, is like there's something about I'm turning it around, is moving on through the crowd as well, in that crowded room of the room of people, crowded room of where of your thoughts and your feelings and things like that. But there is something about, a celebration in a way, or so you're moving on to something new pastures and ready to, like, release something. So I feel like these people here are, it's like there's some people that it's like there's something that needs to be shifted in order for the people to follow you, or not just follow you, but that you can guide or lead the way, basically. But there's something about a journey in time where you may be going on your own in a way, and not feeling, maybe you've not got the support there. This is where what is coming through. So it's not they're not saying give up or let it go. They're just saying be mindful about how much you spend your energy, so you can become more productive in all areas of your life and not just one area, because things are moving. So this is what I feel like this one is like. Things are moving on, and sometimes we're going to need to leave people behind, or people, and they'll move along with you when they need to, but you're on your mission, and to do whatever it is that you need to do. The time here is something that's like birth, so it's time to move or shift something. And so it could be the way that you speak, it could be the way your perspective about something, it could be the way that you run things within yourself, your business, your home, or whatever that is, family. But there is something about the time. There's justice, there's justice will be prevailed, is what I'm hearing. The time is coming, and it's time now. So it's the time now to make your move in a way, with balance, basically, and when you're needing to go. So there could be something here with this moon, looking at the moon cycles is like looking at, there could be, the moon is, with energy levels, there's the highs and the lows. So it may be you needing to be mindful about your mood, so watching where your energy is spent and when you do things, it's being mindful about that and how you do things. So I would say, they're talking about like a moon calendar, but it's all making your own moon calendar or diary as to when these things come up. But also I'm hearing secrets, and it can bring out secrets and lies as well. So I'm feeling like with the energy, there is something about energy moving where you can help reveal things that are not quite right within something, with something that's going on with you. And I'm not just talking about what's going on in the world here. There could be something that's going on with other areas of your life, and I'm not feeling like it's necessarily something, it's something for you to look at within yourself as to how it fits with you, and whether you're going to release that or not, or hold on to it. So they're talking about that, but there's something in motion here and helping you to release, past things, emotions and things, so you can move into that, a space of, a new beginning. and allowing, things to fall into place. So you can be in this, move on into this new journey here with this, with the Fool card here. So it's going off and having fun, I feel like there's a shift in the energy. It's just like having fun, and that's where the justice comes from. It's like you can have fun no matter what is going on, or bring that energy out, or you can begin something new that's, frivolous, or what people might think it's frivolous. But see, with this, look at the dream card, the High Priestess here, well, the dream card here with the Seven of Cups. It's like, the process here is like, stop battling yourself, with things that you have no control over, basically, but justice will be served. But keep doing that, keep doing what you need to do, but the time is now, because you've got things there that you need to be doing. But this is actually giving you the strength and the courage, they're saying, if you turn it around, to do what it is. The Knight of Pentacles here talks about, yes, I feel like you've got some things, in the motion, but he's like, he started the journey, and he's continuing a journey. It may be a bit of a slow journey, but he's getting there. He's still moving. I feel like this is about continuing with a moment of something that you've already started. Basically, you've begun something, a new journey, but something's been in motion, and maybe you've begun something, but it's not stopping. But because this, the Pentacles is about energy as well. So utilizing your energy, which is what's coming back up through here, using your energy wisely, basically, and being okay with that. If you have to rest, you have to rest. When you're ready to go, you're ready to go. So it's also about, getting things, doing things in the background and not procrastinating, so you don't beat yourself up. But I feel like even that is a new beginning. It's like things are in motion, and you've done enough work on yourself to do things to get you for this momentum to start really moving for you, and showing up for yourself, showing up for yourself, basically, with other things. And it's like helping you to create something new, which is really, and moving into this new space. So I feel like, there's, in this Knight of Pentacles here, is like your energy levels, even though, or you may be feeling the energy moving, like things are moving slowly, but there's a timing thing going on there, and it's a timing, and this timing is allowing you for this month of January, to bring things together, to do this inner, reflective work and that sort of thing, in order so you have the best possible grounding. So with whatever it is that you've started, or you're going to start this month, it may be a new regime, that you're working with your business or with yourself. It may be that you're bringing in new things that you've like tucked aside, and it could be that your eating habits, and it may be that you're wanting to knock a few kilos off, and where you were, you were doing really well a couple of years ago, and you've maybe with things, one thing or another, you maybe like let some part of that go, and you've maybe accumulated a few inches or so, and wanting to knock that off, or release that. So it's like, it could be that, maybe that there's weeks in your regime, that could be the new thing, or you're regathering yourself, and gathering yourself, to begin something new. Not necessarily, a new business or something like that. It could be a new relationship. It could be, the next step of a relationship. So some of you may be going into marriage or an engagement, or just simply going into a new relationship, or a relationship, not necessarily a new one, but a one, whatever that is. But others of you, it will be around, you restructuring, and reflecting, or rebuilding, or building something, that you've kind of like tentatively started pulling together. But it's like, now it's time to like just keep continuing this month, and I'm hearing like something like, it could be your Facebook page, where you're moving from Facebook to another platform, or you're adding on to another, another page. Or it could be something where you, where they're talking about like you may be like thinking about selling your house, for instance. So you're getting the plans you've started like the process. So it's maybe like doing things up around the house, or whatever it is, for optimum value or something like that. But also in preparation for for the actual physical move, you know, when that should happen. So whatever it is, but there's something, I'll keep hearing it, I'll keep going back. For some of you, it will be about how you are restructuring your family life, your business life, or your work life, your career, how that may look. So some of you may have thought you're going to go to study, but something's come up where you may not be able to. You might have to put it off for a year, and it's okay. It's like having a gap year. Maybe you're meant to have that gap year. Who knows? But do not beat yourself up about it. It's like you making a decision that is the best possible decision for you with the information that you have now at your hand, and when you're in your space. So interesting, the Lovers is there. I want to put that there. So some of yous, your relationship might be changing within a relationship. It might go to the next level. I'm just feeling, you know, and it may be that there may be something that, you know, maybe already in a relationship where there is may have been a rekindling or a growth in that relationship. There's a Tower moment here. Interesting, I don't normally take these off the top of the deck. The Tower moment there, and it's like there are some energies that are shifting that could have been brought that about, some epiphanies and things like that. Two of Pentacles here, there's talking about these changes, like you're moving into like, I'm hearing like 3 generational changes there. You know, there's something moving there. Contemplating where the next step is from an opportunity or a gift that's been, you know, an idea that has been, you've been tinkering with it, you're wanting to take action now and grow from that. The 10 of Cups here, sitting under this tree, relationships are building basically, and I feel like you've got to a space where something is moving, where you're able to allow old stuff to move away so you can move forward into a relationship. The Lovers card here has come up again as well. This is from the you know, these cards come up similarly to the last reading as well for Taurus. So Gemini, there is something there with the Lovers card, Lovers coming through there as well, moving along this month. So who knows? Anyway, I'm going to leave it there right now for you, Gemini. So I hope this makes sense to you. You know, just take, as always, what does resonate with you and leave the rest, because this is, you know, this could be a forecast for you more so, or you could be actually understanding this right now. And others of you, it may not make sense at all. So like I say, you know, with love, peace, harmony and joy, excitement, adventure and prosperity, honor yourself, and honor yourself, and we all have free will. Okay, anyway, I'll see you at the end of this month for February's you know, messages of guidance coming through then. Bye for now.